Basically, this book divided into 12 parts, which is known as 12 lessons of the Marcus Aurelius. So this book is about meditation. Marcus Aurelius write this, and it didn't want to write in the book format. He write in the journal format. So we have provided in the book format. So let's dive into it. So in this book we will first, what is the main paragraphs of this book, and I will explain one by one. Then I will give the moral of the story of a particular chapter, and let's start the video. From Apollonius I learned true liberty and tenacity of purpose, to regard nothing else, even in the smallest degree, but reason always, and always to remain unlettered in the agonies of pain, in the losses of children, or in the long disease. He afforded me a living example of how the same man can, upon an occasion, be most yielding and the most inflexible. In this paragraph, the Marcus Aurelius says about what is your tenacity of purpose. Like, if you have a purpose, and how you will deal with it. Like, a person has purpose, but the person is lazy, then he has much more difficulty to achieve it. But if a other person which have more tense or more tensity means a perseverance of a person who's regarded and allocate himself to this purpose, so the second person has much chances to achieve it, like this Marcus Aurelius explained in this paragraph. So also, the whenever you are in the road of achieving things, the pain of pain is laborious. You have to, when you laboriously work on something, you have pain, but remember that pain is like your purpose, your pain. But if you are working on someone else, like someone else dream life, so you have pain of that person. You will like the person's work also have pain, and your work also have pain, but your work is on your purpose, but that person purpose is on that. So you need to identify it, where you can live and how can your life going on. So we move on second paragraph. Early and earnestly strive, Roman man, to do what falls to your hand, with perfect unaffected dignity, with kindness, freedom and justice, and free your soul from every other imagination. This you will be accomplished if perform each action as we your last without willfulness. Like Marcus Aurelius says that live like your death nearer you, and whenever you are thought like my death are just ahead of me, and you will have more humbleness. So here we go. Our next chapter, the next paragraph is about let no action be done at random, nor otherwise than in complete accordance with the principle involved. Whenever you are doing such a thing, like in any situation or in any tasks or any other event, you have to identify what is the reason behind it. If you are working on something, what is the reason? If you are studying, like I am preparing for JEE, and like what is your purpose, what is the reason behind it? So merely you have an illusion what you perceive things like this, but you have to identify it. Like Marcus Aurelius says, you have to write it down and identify it, and then go it. Also, you have principle to do that work, how you perform that work, or how you behave like in that event, or you have crystal clear clarity in that event, particular event or particular tasks, so that it is. So directly we move on the next paragraph. Let not the proper quality or the value of anything escapes you. Definitely right. So we direct jump into the moral of the stories of the each of the lessons, because of each book cover is very much difficult to cover all the important paragraphs. So we directly move on the moral of the story and what was the lesson of that particular part. There are 12 parts, like 12 lessons. So let's start. First chapter, gratitude and role models. Be thankful and learn good values from people around you. You have peer groups, you have your family, your kind man, and you have to thankful and grab what person is ahead on a particular, like if a person has well speaking ability, then copy that person or grab that person's skill, how they speak, how they talk, how they move their body, like this. Second chapter, life is short, you can't control everything, just do your duty and stay calm. Like you know that life is very short and we are just an entity of a particular universe, and whenever you see your time has gone, like your time moving very fast, and you think like my days gone up, yeah, my days gone up, my weeks gone up, but what I do in that duration, I didn't did anything. So it performs your willingness to do the something which give your happiness. So the Marcus Aurelius describes it. Third chapter is about focus on your mind. A peaceful mind is more powerful than outside problem. Yes. Fourth is accept what happens. Don't fight life. Accept things as they came and stay strong. Definitely. I also want to explain the in Marcus Aurelius book there is a concept of you can't control anything. So what you are control it, and what you are not control, don't control it. Like I will give an example, like in this situation, like if you consider a man who's serving tea and an office man who's a software engineer, he is on laptop, he has phone, and he is on tea stall and he has laptop in a hand and he has phone on ear, and he asked tea, and the tea serving man come and give tea, but the software engineer man fall it. What happens? Software engineer argue or rude for that serving tea because of his the tea is fallen. But in this situation, the majorly men people do that they are talk in a rude manner to software engineer, but the serving man didn't did anything, but he rather did the he serves tea to other people. So in this situation, your hand to control your mouth, so control it, and your hand is not about the tea. Like you can't control tea to fallen. So that it is. Do your fifth chapter. Do your work without excuse. Get up, do your work life, a good human, and stay being lazy, and stop being lazy. So it's definitely true. Stay calm and just peaceful mind. Be kind, fair, and calm, even if others are rude or unfair. You have to understand that life is very short, and in that life you can't imagine yourself, or you can't enthusiastically follow the opinions of others. Your opinion is more important than others. So we have it. And in the 7th chapter, Marcus Aurelius says, anger hurts you more than other. Let it go and forgive. In every situation, anger disrupt the situation. You need to identify that in this situation, is anger are important or not, or it's necessary or not necessary. So according to it, behave like it. Be yourself. Don't try to please everyone. Do not do the right things quantitatively. Like you have seen many people around you, like they please others for any task. Like you can give this, you can give what. I fail exam because I didn't study. Blame game, and whatever the kind he does, but he pleasing others like for everything. But these people are very dangerous for you, because every time you see the situation is widely on nothing. Like a person who's pleasing others, his respect, self-respect is less than others, because of he pleasing others and seeking the help for others. So like it, we move on the 9th chapter. People will talk, ignore it. Others' opinion don't matter if you know you are doing right. And yes, definitely. 10th chapter. Live simply. You don't need much to be happy. Peace comes from inside. Imagine a family or a person who's seeking car, house, a partner, or any other form of materialistic product. But even if you get, his happiness is not that much. He thinks he gain it on that product. But here's you need to identify that the inner or happiness come from inner peace or inner. You need to identify that. Be honest and humble. Speak truth. Be fair and stay humble always. This is an 11th chapter. So we move on to 12th chapter. That is, death is neutral. Life ends one day, so live well, do good, and don't fear death. I previously discussed this. Like your life is short and the death is ahead of you. If you are confused or in your chaos, so make a journal for you and write it down, or whatever you have a problem, rather than blaming, solve it, or if you can't solve it, move it. And just like your life has in a flow that Marcus Aurelius describes, your life is a flow of a river. You can't obey the river's flow, that means the nature flow. And Marcus Aurelius wellly demonstrate this in his particular book, like your situation, your work, your whatever it is, your or people, it's just an eternity point. The river, you are just a drop of a river, and you can't obey that drop. Understand? You can't obey that drop, you can't obey that river. And just like it, you have the courage to live like it. So this was the Marcus Aurelius book summary. If you want to read it, it is the best book, I think, for wisdom to master your life. So that's what it is. Thanks for watching.